Hi, today I thought I'd show you how you might turn some sashing into some nice little stars in your quilt. So a sashing is a strip that goes between blocks or something like that in a quilt. So I've got a small sample here of something I've made, and this one I was just putting squares of a colour together, and my sashing are these strips here in between. But as you can see, we've got some little stars happening there. So often we do a block, this might be a piece block, or we might just be wanting to do something like this where we're using up, these were 5-inch squares. Today I'm going to show you I've cut some 6.5-inch squares. So normally if you were sashing, you'd have your squares and you'd be laying them out with the sashing in between. And, oh, we're going very green today. And so these would be the sashing strips. So I've actually cut mine quite wide because I wanted them wide. They don't have to be. As you can see, you can do them on a smaller scale here. But if we're making stars the feature, if this was just squares together, I quite like the slightly larger star to make that the actual feature. So you can achieve that by having the wider strip. So if I was sashing my quilt, I would most likely continue on with some sashing strips and squares like this, or they might be piece blocks, and I might have a sashing post, and that would be fine. But I kind of think it would be quite nice to make it just a little bit more interesting with some of these little stars. So we've just got to put some points onto the ends of our sashings to make that work. So I've cut some squares. So these squares are cut 6.5 square. These are cut 3.5 by 6.5. So they're the same length as my block or my square, but I've made them 3.5 wide. So this is a 3.5-inch square that's in the middle there for my sashing post. And then for my little star points, we just need some smaller squares, and we're going to just clip off the corners once we've stitched them on. So they're just cut at 2 inches. So they want to overlap. So if you were just putting squares on, it's got to be a little bit more than what your width of your sashing is, so they're overlapping, because we want that overlap so that we get that nice little valley in the point where the star points come in. So I've got some 2-inch squares. I've got 3.5 by 6.5 sashings. I've got some 6.5 squares, but I just wanted to show you how to do the sashing type posts. So generally when I'm sewing on for the half square like that, I like to draw a line on the back of my square from point to point on the diagonal. So we'll do 2 of these so that we can do both points. And we're going to position those onto an end of our sashing, and we're going to stitch them so that all the raw edges are even. We're going to stitch along that drawn line, right on the line. So I'll go ahead and do that. Oops. Right on that drawn line. And I'm going to trim that off now. So I'm going to lay the 1/4-inch line of my ruler right along the stitching line so that I cut 1/4 inch away from the stitching line into the corner. So you want to trim the corner off. So I've gone ahead and done that. So I'm going to bring the iron over now to press that. And I'm going to press it into the star, into the corner. Of course, your stars don't have to be yellow. You might have all sorts of colours, but mine are yellow. Then I've got my next square ready. I've got my diagonal line on it. Now we know that we want that to overlap on that corner there, so we want to position that on the next corner there with the line so that it crosses over the piece that we've just stitched and ironed. So I'll stitch that one on now. And I want to now trim that corner off. I find it's best to press as you go. You could just finger press some of these, but you do get a better result if you press everything as you go. So I've cut my corner off just the same, back to the iron, and I find pressing from the right side works really well. That should sit really nicely. You haven't changed the size or shape of your rectangle, you've just got 2 corners on one end, and they should intersect so that when we stitch that in, that valley of the joins there will sit nicely against the next seam. So we're going to do that. Now if we were making a larger quilt and we've got lots of stars going on, so what we've got here is a larger version of this rectangle here with points on it. You might want to be making lots of them, so you need points on both ends. So I've gone ahead and I've got some pieces ready to show you that so that you can see what I mean. So in between sashing along a row, you'd have points at both ends so that you could have stars more frequently. If you were going around the edge and you didn't want stars coming into your border, like I've done here, you would only have them on the one end, like that. So what happens now when we put those together is that we'd have, I'll make this one a middle one, our sashing posts will go in there, and already you can start to see we're getting some little star points happening there. We've got more going on here. We're out to the edge here where we're not having any stars. This one here would go here because it's going to continue on to more stars down here. This one might be an edge or another continued one, but you can see that's how our star is forming. So we're just putting two corners onto the ends of the rectangles so that when we put some other colours and things in, or blocks, whatever it is that you want to do, it's a great way of using up just nice big pieces of fabric. Like, as I said, this one was done with 5-inch squares. This one is the 6.5 cut. And I just kind of think it's a nice way to make a quilt that's relatively straightforward, a little bit more interesting with stars. You could change the colours of stars. Now if you were going to have different coloured stars along your quilt, you would need to make sure that your points on this end match this sashing post and these ones match this one. So there's a little bit more planning. If you're not matching, if you're just using some random different colours, that's fine. But just there would be a little bit more planning involved if you were trying to make different stars all of one colour. So you would need to consider things like that. Other than that, that is how you make stars in the sashing, and enjoy.